Hey there everybody, welcome back. How's it going? Hey Dead Soul, Bodine, how you guys doing? Everybody else out there lurking? Welcome back. So we are into April and yeah, a bit more seeding. So yeah, cool. One sec. Sorry, I had a cough there. My apologies. But how's it going over there, Dead Soul and Drifter from the Hours over on YouTube? Righty. Let's get slide back up. So I'm just doing a quick field of corn down here. I've got a couple of others. There's primarily going to be sorghum. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Get this lot done. Ah, yes, fun and games, isn't it? Hey, Tony Truckers. Thank you, Bodine, for the 30 stream streak. Much appreciated. How's it going, Hectate? And Mr. Farmer Marks. Welcome in, everybody. So yeah, not a lot really going on. Just plodding on as usual. And yes, apologies if my message was early. No worries, Bodie, no worries. But yeah, that's the thing with the season 1 pass is obviously, yeah, when you get it, it is just really for when DLCs come out and stuff like that. So it's all good. There we go. Yay, fun. But yeah, if you guys are not following Farmer Marks, by the way, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow, guys. He's a great content creator. He's way ahead in year-wise. From me and a lot of other people, which is kind of crazy. But yes, definitely go over and check him out for sure. I do have an Amazon delivery due any moment, so yeah, just waiting on that, and then hopefully I'll be left alone for a little while. Fun. So yeah, I've decided. Yeah, I found that doing 2 headlands either end and then just going up and down is fine for this. Oop, helps if I hit the right key. It should be that one. There we go. But yeah, I definitely like it. Definitely liking it. There we go. So I did go through and made a start on adding in the additional products to the Ken's factory. I've just got to go through and sort out pallets for it. So apart from that, hopefully, you never know, it might be ready by release on Friday. So yeah, that's going to be kind of cool. So that's basically the grain mill, Heartland bread, the Dole factory, and possibly, if I can get it finished off, is Ken's. So I've still got to get it in game, fully tested, make sure everything's sorted out. But yeah, excuse me, losing my voice today, I think, a little bit. But yeah, my daughter's not been feeling very well, so yeah, bless her cotton socks. Ever since weekend, she's not been feeling right. Not sure if it's a cold or if it's something else going on. But yeah, she's not the greatest, that's for sure. Why are you not using the lines on steering assist? I usually do, actually, Drifter from the Hours over on YouTube. I usually do, but I've decided for a little while just try and use the enhanced vehicle mod for doing the lines and such. Plus the nice thing is then, it does have the option for the auto turning in it, so that makes life so much easier. Hey Coffee Man, Viking streaming, how you doing, bud? You like a John Deere? Yeah, I find John Deere's are overused personally in the game. So I tend to go with things like Massey Ferguson's, Fence, all the other ones. But yeah, it's everyone's preference at the end of the day, which is kind of cool. Let me just scoot that across, lock that off, and we will hit go. Actually, I did have to pass through a couple of hours actually in game just to get rid of some rain. Oh man, what a great start to the morning in April in the game. It's like rain. But I have to show you guys. I did get all my grapes and olives placed down. I've done 60 rows of each, and yeah, it worked out just right. It had a nice little gap in between the two of them. I'll have to get down there later on. I've kind of set up a little farm area for like holding the equipment and stuff like that. But yeah, how you doing there, Viking? By the way, and Greetham Farmer. Hopefully you guys did well. Let's see, Mr. Viking streaming right there, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer there over on Twitch. Nice. So if you guys are not following Green Thumb Farmer or Viking streaming over on Twitch, make sure to click those links and give them a follow. But yeah, it's great fun. Loving it, loving it, loving it. There we go. Actually, I might be able to do with just those on that end, because we've got quite a bit of tree area there that could use to turn. Okay, let's try this now. Right, let's get lined up. Rotate you guys. Center you off. I like you to just nudge it across. Makes life a little bit easier. Then we'll lock you off. We'll get you going. We'll make sure that that is going. Drop you down. There we go. Yep, he's good. Right, so I need to make sure I set this up to go to the correct side. So I need it to go to -1. So control and 4. There we go. And then control and the star on the keypad. There we go. So that should now also turn without me touching it. Willow Days, how you doing? Welcome in. But yeah, you're very, very welcome, guys, by the way. There we go. Let me just scoot back. What's up today on the farm? Mr. Coffee Man wants to know. So, not a lot, to be honest. Just carrying on seeding from yesterday or the other day. Oh, we'll give Mr. Coffee Man a shout out as well. There we go. Yeah, so it's just getting the last of the crops in, really. Now, one thing I do need to attack at some point is the area that I was landscaping over the weekend, to start creating a field area up there. Did a little bit more landscaping actually yesterday. I need to take some trees out because I have gone through and slightly adjusted it just a little bit. There we go. Look at that. That's cool. That's not. I'm not even touching it, and it's doing it automatically. I love that. That is such a great feature. Why Giants couldn't add this in, hey, to the base game? I have no idea. But yeah, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer is lurking away out there. Obviously, Viking says he's could be better fighting a toothache at the minute. Oh, nasty. That is nasty. Yeah, toothaches are not nice. Be right back getting a coffee. Okay. Actually, as that's now set up, what I can do is I'll come into here and I'll show you what I've been doing. So, stop padding around, will you? Go over that way. So, as I showed you on Monday stream, I did show you that I've started flattening this out. I've actually taken it out a little bit further. As you can see, this was where I had it originally with this tree line here. I've actually taken it a little bit further out. It's not the greatest looking walls, but it'll do for now. It took me a while to redo this. There's still a couple of bits it's not quite right from where I was just smoothing off that edge. But overall, I'm happy with it. At least it gives me a good sized area to work with. I did have to take a little bit of this field away. I might even take a bit more. Actually, looking at that, just that maybe take that little corner off or something. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But yeah, I've got all of this area up here to get ploughed and set up for next year. I'm kind of I was looking at it and I was thinking what I might do, and I'm considering obviously expanding this field so it comes all the way down here and back, and then having a second field here. So it's 2 fields, one solely for sugarcane. I'm crazy, yes I know, but that's my idea for this area. So one decent sized field here, which could be planted with anything, and there's this one right here will be for just the sugar cane. So yeah, that is my aim for this year once the harvest is over and done with. So I'm going to have to get rid of these beehives and stuff like that, do a little bit of rescaping, shall we say? And yeah, I also want to get in and take this divide away and make this one big field here. So yeah, lots going on, that is for definite. So yeah, liking it so far. I am. Obviously, I need to work on these 2 fields here. I'm thinking of combining this field with these 2 fields together, and then probably combining this little field with this one at the end of the year. I'm probably going to have to take some of these trees out and maybe curve it around here so it makes a nice fluid line around there. So that's my aim for this year. But yeah, at the minute, as you can see, I'm just going to do this field. All of these fields are now done, so they're fine. I've got this field here, which is going to be sorghum, as well as probably these two fields that I own, which are going to end up being sorghum as well. I want lots of sorghum this year. I'm not sure if I'm going to do all three of those fields sorghum. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, at least two of them will be. But yeah, things are definitely plodding on quite nicely. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I've got to figure out where I'm going to put Ken's next, actually, at some point. But right now, I'm just going to keep going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, one thing I did do, obviously, on Monday stream, we were obviously looking at different things that Ken's does, dressing-wise. And obviously somebody mentioned about a raspberry and pecan. Can't remember who it was, but I know somebody mentioned it in the chat. It might have been Dead Soul, possibly, I'm not sure. I did look at the FS19 raspberry greenhouse that we had on County, and I've pulled the raspberry plant visual itself. I haven't actually got it in game yet. I've kind of got most of it set up. I do need to set up a palette of some kind for that. But I'm kind of just... this is where it gets a little bit funky. Do I do a palette or do I just do like a fill trigger? I don't know. Obviously, if I do a fill trigger, then I'm going to have to edit the map itself, add the textures and everything to that, so I can go to a tipper, and there's can't give me a headache. I'm just kind of thinking palette this time around again. How's it going there, T Miller? Welcome in, buddy. I did have a little look at the Filipino factory for you, and yeah, I might have had a few things with the one that you sent me, anyway, that needs to be addressed. You may have already done that, I don't know, but yeah. It actually, once it's in game, it doesn't look too bad visually compared to the picture that you sent in Discord. Yeah, but yeah, if you guys are not following T Miller, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow. He is playing FS25 at the minute, so yeah, definitely check that out. And obviously, you've got the Filipino food factory coming out, hopefully very soon from him. Where is that delivery? Sorry, I'm just looking at Amazon. There it is. Try to find out where this freaking delivery is. Orders. Now it's currently saying between 3:45 and 5:45 my time. And yeah, it's getting close to that 5:45. It's only got like half an hour left to get his butt here. The other problem is that normally when it's getting close, it'll come up with like a tracking map. There's nothing at the minute. Ah, it's annoying. It really is annoying. Do you have a round baler? Currently, yeah, I do. I've got the self-propelled round baler. I don't actually own one yet because I've been using the square baler. And then follow me to wrap it there, Drifter, over on YouTube. But yeah, on my Trello, I did an edit to the self-propelled baler where it outputs higher capacity bales. How's it going there, Mamadou? Sorry, see you next time. Okay, Coffee Man, what's up, bud? And yeah, no raffle. Still no raffle, Coffee Man. Still no Coffee Man. Look towards close to the next DLC dropping. That's probably if and when I'll be doing another one. By the way, I forgot to mention, Viking, thank you very much for the 25 stream streak. And Mr. T Miller, holy cripes, 115 stream streak. Much appreciated, buddy. How are you doing, Mama Dude, by the way? Welcome in. Oh, there was something I was going to say to you, Mama Dude. I can't remember what the heck it was now. What was it? What was it? I can't remember. Oh man, that's bad. There was something you were streaming the other day, and yeah, I can't think of what it is now. I'm sure it'll come back to me again. You're trying to make it? Yeah. Oh, that is annoying. You think of something, oh yeah, I must remember to mention that to Mum and do the next time I'm live. And then it comes around and, yep, it's gone. I don't know. When I tried to adjust the painted area, I messed it up because it has 3 painted areas. Yeah, it's just really a little bit on the side, a little bit here, a little bit there, tweaking need. If you want, I don't mind jumping in and doing it myself for you, as long as all the rest has been sorted out. But yeah, it just looked a little bit off with the paint area. Technically, if you look at the base game ones now, you don't actually need that paint area. If you have the level areas, you can add it in the paint option into there. But yeah, all those weird collisions at the bottom of the building were, yeah, that's probably what's messing up the palette spawning for you. I'm not sure what it is, I didn't really have a look, but yeah, it's definitely worth looking, or it may be on the wrong setting preset. So yeah, what's with the, oh, what's with the spots on the field? You had hail, yeah, obviously last year. Um, so if you're on about these up here, yeah, that's hail damage from last year. So I've already gone through and ploughed it up. Hopefully it should grow now and reset. I've actually turned that off now, the hail damage and everything. So the female baler is a turnaround. Yeah, kind of thing. Obviously, the one that I did, I'll come into you. I'll actually show you the drifter over on YouTube. Is right here under my category. If I scroll down, where the heck are you? Yeah, this little guy right here. So I did go into it. I've made it color optionable, but obviously the bale sizes as well will go up to a maximum of 20,000 litre bales. So that helps reduce the amount that's being needing picked up, shall we say. But yeah, it's kind of a nice little thing. At some point, I might even get to test. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? This guy out. I haven't tested this yet. I did go through and make bigger bales, and I'm hoping it's working. And obviously, the work area has been increased as well. So yeah. But yes, joy, joy of hail damage. That is. Yep. As yet, I've still not had a tornado come through yet. That is something I still have not seen on my save game. Obviously, I had it on my test map, but I've never had it on here yet. And obviously, I'm into what, year 5 now, and yeah, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, obviously, guys, have got any questions about the map as well, you're more than welcome to drop them in chat. Obviously, we do have update 10 coming this Friday, so that should be fun. Yes, most of it is now done. The logistics centre is pretty well sorted. I've just got to add in obviously stuff from Ken's, if I can get it done by Friday. Obviously, I need to try and get it done really either today or by the latest tomorrow. In game, tested, make sure all the errors and warnings are sorted out, because obviously I do put it out there to the SGA members first in the Discord, so they can grab that and test it. But to be honest, they're not the greatest of testers at times, I tell you that. As I found out, what, a couple of weeks ago when I put out an update, and yeah, there was like a texture missing on, oh, what was it? One of the buildings. Wolfie's Pizza, wasn't it? Obviously, it went out to you guys. The building initially was all white because obviously the textures were in a different folder or it wasn't reconnected. It's like, oh, so yeah, it's fun. It is, but yeah, uh, yeah, and I still, to this day, should have gone back and double checked the pathing on those textures. My own silly fault. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Oh, what's going on over here? Let me do a little bit myself. Fishing. And let's do a little bit of droppage. Oh, 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 that could be a good one. Could it be, or is it going to miss it completely? It's going to miss it completely. Dang it. Yes, I know I'm not. That's the thing. Obviously, um, because it's on my system. Obviously, I wouldn't get the texture warnings and stuff. It's only when it goes over to you guys that things start popping up, and it's yeah annoying. But yeah, a lot of the SGA members are not playing FS at the moment or are busy in real life. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I just need to be a bit more vigilant, shall we say, when doing things. Oh, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm still umming and ahhing about the raspberries at the minute. It would be nice to have them back in the game. Obviously, FS19 was the last time we had it. I can't remember why it wasn't added to 22. Because obviously we could have had like raspberry vodka and stuff like that. So maybe bringing that back would be quite nice as well. And obviously I could set it up that we have a raspberry a raspberry dressing of some kind coming in with Ken's. And I'm sure I just heard the door. One sec, guys. Dang it! I did hear the door, but it wasn't what I wanted. Which is a lot of menus for local restaurants and such. That's kind of annoying. Alright, so you did them in a bog, like the rice? Why would you put raspberries in a bog? That's just stupid. But obviously that's most of that's probably on his map, and obviously he's not released it, so yeah, we can't really pull anything from him, unfortunately. And obviously he's been AFK for months due to real life situations. But yeah, anything RRC puts out in a video, I'm not interested at the minute. But yeah, I've got the raspberry visuals anyway. What I will probably do is a little test, add it into a greenhouse, see what it looks like in game, and make a decision there. So if I can do that this week, I can get it in with the update 10. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see regarding the raspberries. I don't know. But yeah, I wouldn't grow raspberries in a bog, that's for sure. That just seems silly, in my opinion. Hey Don B here, how you doing? Exclamation mark flush. Oh, you wish. Oh, that's what I should have done rather than exclamation mark drop, shouldn't I? Ooh, oh, that was nasty. That just hit the rim. That's not good. Dang that program. How you doing, buddy? But yes. Actually, to be honest, I was out all day yesterday, so I really wasn't in the mood for doing much even gameplay or modding. Did a little bit of ship, what you call it, ship graveyard simulator 2. Got my the warship that or whatever it was, battleship I was working on. Got that finished. Started another one, so I was actually considering doing a bit of it today. In all honesty, have a bit of a break, but with the update coming this week, I thought why not just get in, do some playing again. And obviously, if there's any issues that you guys find as well, please let me know so we can get them addressed. I've also had a few people messaging me. I think they're kind of new to the game recently over on Facebook, and it's very simple things. And I know one person in particular has played FS19, FS22, and still keeps asking the same questions. It's all pretty much the same as before. How can I figure out what the crazy collision is? I worked on that for 3 hours yesterday. It's probably like a building collision simulator. Actually, shall I grab? Let me download it one more time and I'll have a quick look while I'm here. Might be able to figure it out for you. But yeah, obviously, I don't know if you got the palettes fixed as well, but yeah, the missing collisions, missing textures. One thing that I would recommend doing is grabbing a FS25 palette that is the same. I don't know if you use that butter palette or whatever. Grab that from the 25 files and then add the diffused onto that. So then it's set up the 25 way. Obviously, what I've also been doing of late with palettes in particular is if I can combine and set them up a specific way. I don't actually need the i3D now, I found out, for a lot of the stuff. I can reference the base game stuff, which is kind of cool. Right, well, this has gone up and down. Let me just unzip this, have a little look. Extract. I had to reinstall G-Hub as well. It was a freaking pain in the bum. i3D. Mang Thomas. Hopefully that's how you pronounce it. Let's have a look and see what's going on in here. There's that. Also, I did notice the sign on top. Oh, I can't remember. Wasn't. I don't know if it was there or not. I just noticed it in the i3D. It's actually outside of the group. That might need to be relocated. Let's have a look. So that is going to be like a building collisions. Possibly? Let's see, that's a collision there. Let's make that renderable. So it's not going to be that one. What's the tip collision? I'm going to say it's part of the tip collision there, T Miller. Looking at the shape of it and compared to what I seen earlier. So if you go into the i3D under collisions, look at the tip collision, and I'm going to say that has got the wrong thing on it. Let's have a look. The wrong preset. Placeable. Going to brand list. Base game ones. Bakery. You see, you've got it set as a placeable building collision. And the base game is. Let's see. Bakery, book standard, collision, tip collision. So, yeah, with the tip collision, T Miller, it needs to be a tip blocking collision, not a buildable building. Or placeable building. Here you go, I'll show you what I mean. Let me go into desktop. So, here you go. Just to show you, so here you go. So if you come into your collisions, your tip collision right here, come over to your rigid body, where it's got placeable building, that needs to be tip blocking call or collision. Set to that, so it should be 8 and a 1 in these two boxes. That should be right, because also I'm just looking at the base game placeable bakery, and obviously that's where it's got right there. If you ever get stuck with something like that, make sure to go into the base game stuff and see how they're set up, because 9 times out of 10 it's just a simple misclick possibly. But yeah, that should be fine once you've got that set up. Alright, so no save, so that should be fine. Oh, dang it. Hey, my dear, how you doing, my dear? Welcome in. Obviously, I don't know if you've sorted this yet, T Miller, as well. What I would do, because obviously in this version here, you have the sign outside of the group. What I would do is move that within the visual group as well. Maybe something like that, for example. Just drag and drop it into there. It's just so it's within the group. It might get left out from being shown when it's in-game. I'm pretty sure it wasn't actually shown for me. So, yeah. Yep, that's very, very, very easy. The other thing was as well, I noticed, is your distance diffuse on these. You're doing good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Let me give you a shout out. I need to keep an eye on this dude. He's got a couple more rows to go. But yeah, if you guys are not following Madeira, make sure to click on our link, give her a follow. She was playing FS25 the other day, PV Rivers Remastered. So yeah, definitely check her out. Right, so that is going to be probably either the LOD-0 or LOD-1. Let's have a look. So that's going to be the whole group, isn't it? Yeah. I don't want that one. I want probably that. Yes. So if we come into the LOD-1, actually it could be that. Is it? Yeah, something like that is not quite right. Could be the draw distance on one of these. Yeah, what I would do is probably up this a little bit. Come into your industrial glass and increase the draw distance on that. Yes. Out of interest, what is the draw? So that's on 600. Yeah, I'd take that up a little bit more if you could. Maybe 300. Maybe. Nope, it's not gonna be that. Let's have a look at this here. Glass door. It might even be the illumination. Yeah, see that's on 400 on the illumination on that. So yeah, so have a little. Saying that, I've had the same problem with the glass factory. There's one of the doors on there. It seems to be disappear 1 minute and be back in the next. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, have a little play around. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Right then, let's get back to the gameplay. Any updates I've missed? So we've got update 10 coming this week, Madeira. So if you're not up on 9, you may want to go over to Dagenite's Trello and get them. But apart from that, you should be good. And hopefully it will be up on the mod follow switcher. I've just got to obviously message Mr. Dave tomorrow or first thing Friday night. Friday morning, should say. And get it added. Hey, Zimula Gamer, I think that is, over on YouTube. Welcome in, bud. I'm doing not too bad, thanks. Sorry, I was a little bit distracted there. Happened someone with their future production coming to Farm Sim 25. Oh, you know what's really annoying is the delay over on YouTube. It really is terrible. Let me bring that up to date. Let's see if we can, there we go. That might help. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's only a few seconds out. That's all it is. Good. That's all it is. That's fine then. There we go. But yeah, this Friday, update 10. And it's going to be quite a big update. Obviously, the big things are obviously the bigger grain mills coming in. The Heartland bread is coming back. So we're going to have loads of new flour types, plus obviously the additional breads. I also obviously added in the chocolate cake to Heartland bread to help use up some of the chocolate and cocoa powder and all that. That. I've added in a second trigger, kind of like the butcher one, where you put it down on the spawn trigger and it will allow you to distribute products. But yeah, this one will be set up for the gold flakes, so you'll be able to actually have them spawning and then distribute it out to wherever they need to go. If you don't want to constantly go back and forth, do them all. So far, mine have been doing pretty well. I haven't had any issues. Also, you just got to go into the menu. That's all you have to do. Once you place it down, set it to distribute, and you should be good to go. Now, the only thing is, it will not spawn anything out, as it's just set as a distributor. So that's coming this week. The large orchards, I've removed the foliage layer. Oh, I need to check that actually. Yeah, I've removed the foliage layer in the XML. The grass will now start growing after this update for you guys. Now, if you're putting down a new one after this update, you will need to go in and paint in the grass if you want the grass to grow in there. Mr. Shawnee, how you doing, buddy? Thank you very much for that mega fart. Actually, yeah, that's what I'll probably do once I've got this field done. I'll whiz over there to see if it started growing, because I'm pretty sure, because obviously it should match the grass that's growing here now, which would be quite nice. Is the farm is doing very well. It is. It's always growing. I've still got my rice to get planted, rice and long grain rice, and I'm kind of debating on setting up additional fields though. Shawnee's new trademark. Exactly. Exactly. It's like, to be honest, that's like me when I go into Green Thumb's stream. I've got to shoot him. Before I say anything, I've got to get that bang going and thunder and stuff. Pac-Man, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. But yes. Yes, Green Thumb gets the bang, exactly. It's kind of funny because actually sometimes I'll be lurking for quite a while and he'll get really into what he's doing, and that's the best time to do like a sound alert, like a gunshot or... Oh, that wasn't too bad. I did turn it down a fraction. But yeah, that's the best time if you really, really get focused on something. That's when you want to do your sound alerts. Yes. That's one of the big reasons why I don't do modding often on a stream, because I know what you guys are like. You'll be playing sound alerts left, right, and center, trying to put me off, and yeah, it probably would as well. But yeah, it's kind of funny. But yeah, I want to go check it and double show you guys just to make sure that it is working. It should technically look like this after this next update, and you've run through at least an in-game month, depending on where you are. Obviously, I've had to go through all the way through winter, and obviously the early part of spring. So yeah, nothing's grown as yet. So obviously, with this grass growing, the rest of it should be in the orchards too. Which means you'll now be able to go through with a little mower and actually get it done. There we go. Actually, that's a good idea. I might as well do that now. You see the Fishing Planet news? We're getting... I did see that they were putting out a new map or something, isn't it? I had a quick read of it, but yes, that's going to be very interesting. There we go. So that is that. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Is it this little dude right here? Nope. That one. Yes. Enter. So yeah, there we go. As you can see, the grass is actually growing now. Obviously, if we go back a stream or two ago, obviously all this grass was like looking dead and dismal, and it's actually growing now. It's kind of cool. That's good. That's good. That's good. Actually, if I come over here, let me just check something. So that here's a comparison, because obviously this has the foliage layer along the side. So I'm going to do a quick restart just to show you that it is actually working. Hey Scully, how you doing, buddy? I am doing not too bad. I wish my daughter was, but obviously, Shawnee, thank you very much for the 3 stream streak. Oh, that was the door this time. One sec. Well, this is restarting. Oh, freaking council people are annoying. Right. Now, obviously, the big thing is with the large orchard, for anybody who wasn't aware, is obviously when you restart, it kind of resets the grass in the large orchard there. What should now happen after the next update, update 10, that will stop happening. If you've got one placed down, it should carry on. So yeah, Twitch drops for a fishing plant as well. Oh, nice. Still no Amazon yet. There's all that crap coming through the door. Yes, they're taking forever. They are. Oh, I'm keeping a close eye on it. Orders still showing delivery between 3:45 and 5:45. Ah, come on, Amazon, hurry up. Sorry, getting sidetracked. My wife walked in there. So yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Obviously, I did run it through the night before I went live, hence why I had a bit of growth there. But I should be able to show you the difference between the what was that? The cranberry fields and the orchards now. Obviously, the cranberry field will or should reset the grass around it, so it looks kind of more dead looking compared to the other one. Fingers crossed if this ever loads up. Wow, have I really done 514 hours on this map already? Is that all? Dang. Dang, 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 dang. Is there a way to make the yellow lines go away? Yes, T. Miller, you want to go into... This would probably be easier to show. i3D, Manto, there. Let's get onto desktop just a sec. Nah, you don't need to restart. I'm just showing this off. Right, so what you need to do is go into View, go down to Show, and deselect lights. Obviously, that will get rid of all these yellow and blue things. So, View at the top here, go down to Show, and then lights. That will turn them off. Yeah, that's just the lights. That's all that is. That is fine. But actually, yeah, now that I see it, it doesn't look too bad in game. And even on here, I think it must have been just a picture. The other thing you could always do with these little chimney tops is add smoke effect into them. I know you can do it, Mr. Miller. To be honest, it's really simple. It's just a transform group. That's all you need to add into that. And then reference it in the XML for that. Lord help me. Actually, if you want, I could show you it very quickly. It's really easy, guys. It really is. So in the i3D, it's going to be the easiest to start off with. Just waiting for this to load up. Right, so once you got this open up, go to Create Transform Group. And all I've been doing is calling it Smoke. That's going to be the main group. From there, create another one. Slap it inside the smoke, that first one. And you can call this Smoke 1 if you want to. Whatever, it really doesn't need to be named. You can just do that. Then it's this one that goes onto or inside these pipes. So what I tend to do is Control B and then stick it on top. Center it a little bit more. And then with some of these, because obviously you've got the little chimney pipe part coming out, what you could do is just drop that down inside the pipe, and it's literally that easy. From there, all you then do is duplicate a second one, bring it over to the next pipe, get it roughly centered, and then drop that down as well. Obviously, all you have to do then is move that group into the visual group itself somewhere. So I'm just going to pop it in there as a reference. Now keep that open. Now what I would recommend doing here is finding where your farm sim is installed. Go to data, go to placeables, We want to go to brand list, and we'll go to the production points generic, okay? From there, most of these, if not all of these, will have smoke effects on. So if we come into, say, for instance, I don't think the bakery does, so we won't bother with that one. Maybe the carpentry might have it. I don't know. Let's have a little look in the XML. And what you want to do is find the dynamically loaded stuff. So this stuff right here. And right here, you have dynamically loaded part, file name, data, effects, chimney smoke, blah 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 blah. All I would do is just copy that section right there into your XML in roughly the same place underneath the trigger markers, and then literally you just have to add in at least 2 of these lines. Obviously, what you could do is have it big smoke big 1 or 01 and big smoke 02 if you want to. Obviously, that is going to be linked down below here in the i3D mapping. So obviously, what you need to do is create 2 new lines, one for the big smoke 1, big smoke 2, and obviously make sure that the node number is correct as well compared to the i3D, which is obviously going to be, in this case, it would be 040 and then 041. So these right here. And it's that simple. Once you take it in, it will literally have the smoke there ready to rock and roll. So yeah, there you go, little guys. A little bit of modding for yous. That's literally how easy it is to add in smoke. Obviously, if you go into different productions and stuff, they may have different smoke effect types as well. So you could have a bigger smoke, smaller smoke, whichever suits the factory. I've been going mainly for like the bigger smoke one, I think it is. So makes life a lot easier. Come on, lag back. There we go. I wish I knew how to do all this modding stuff. I have a lot of ideas. Yep, well, best thing to do is just get started and go for it. Right, let's get back into the gameplay. There we go. Obviously, Shawnee got a really good hit there in the pool. 74-52. Nice one. So, let's have a quick look. So, right here is my little mower. So, as you can see, I've reset the game, and actually the grass is still the same as it was previously. Still nice and green and lush. If I come across here, I don't know, it might be. Yeah, okay, that doesn't look too bad actually. Kind of weird. But yeah, usually it's a little, actually I think it's a little bit browner, but yeah. I like it. It works. It does a good job, and it does keep growing, which is the main thing. It's weird how it works on that one and not this one. What's the difference? Oh, I know what that is. I know what it is. See, this is set up as a production, not a greenhouse. I wonder if that's the issue then. I never even thought of that. See, if I'd set the orchard up as a production rather than a greenhouse, it would have worked. Oh well. But anyway, yeah, it's going to work anyway. As you can see, the grass is growing and it's lovely and green out now. Yeah, because obviously, I am so dumb. I really am at times. But anyway, let's get this sorted out. I think I will get a tractor out over here just to get this field rolled. Let's get that done. You know, only 100%, yes, of what I know. You'll get there, Timo, you will. Obviously, the big thing is obviously time. Time to figure things out, time to learn things. That is probably what I have on my side. I have a lot of time. And obviously, where I'm repeatedly doing the same thing pretty much with every production, it gets very, very simple. I could probably almost do one blindfolded. But yeah, if you ever do get stuck, always look at the base game stuff, how they've got theirs set up. So like say for instance that collision, this on the tip collision on yours, just have a look at what is set up as in the base game. It's got all the answers right there. God, that looks a little bit different with all those trees now. Oh, and another thing as well, with the way I've set up my tree line here, yesterday I spotted at least a dozen deer along this hedgerow now. Obviously, I've just been using the dogwoods, which I'm pretty sure it's the dogwoods where it's got the foliage lower down. But yeah, the dogwoods and the American elms along here. And yeah, I have been getting so many deer. So if you want to start seeing deer on your map, start getting some of these low foliage trees and plants in that place down. Who wants to bet it's going to make me a liar right now and not going to show any up? But yeah, I was quite shocked at just how many I seen in a little area. Actually, I wonder if I can do it this way. And I think that's also the biggest issue as well with the forests on this map, where it's all high foliage trees. There's nothing really down at the bottom of the tree trunks, which doesn't really give any foliage hiding areas for the deers. It might be just that I've just spawned in or restarted. They're probably not going to show anything at the minute. But I bet if I was just coming back later, I'd probably have a fair few deers at least out and about. So yes. But these are all the base game. Actually, I think these trees were added in with the Silver Run map. I do need to get this field weeded at some point, but it is what it is. It can stay as it is for now. But yeah, great fun. Right, let me get the little tractor going. Is it this one? No, I think it's this one I had. Enter. Yes, you. We'll get the hired helper to do some work. Time, that is the problem. Yeah, indeed. You should test that. Yep. Go for it. I would. I certainly would. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I've even seen deers up here. In all honesty. Is there any decorative packs out there that you know of? Just thinking of some flowers or some cherry blossoms, etc. to put around the homestead. Personally, I have no idea. Maybe have a look on the in-game mod hub. I know there's been a few deco packs put out there. Don't know what's in them in all honesty. But yeah. I know at one point Darius said that he was going to be converting his deco pack over to 25, and I don't think he's done it yet. But apart from that, nah, I don't know, in all honesty. I haven't needed any as yet. I've been using a lot of the base game stuff. Alrighty, let's get you going. There's that. I was talking about you. Oh, okay. Oh, you want me to do some more? Yeah, I don't know if I'm that good yet. Honestly, I really don't know if I'm quite that good yet. Maybe. But yeah, a lot of the when Mr. T Miller messaged me in the morning, I'm usually half asleep, and I'll actually try and reply him as best as I can. It's yeah. It's a good way of trying to get my brain in gear. That's the thing. If I can start thinking up modding, how to help Mr. T Miller fix some mod issues, yeah, it's great. Touchscreen braille modding. Well, that'd be an interesting one. That would be a blast, yeah. Wonder how that would work. And ooh, Isn't there an actual FS25 modder who is either blind or partially blind? I wonder how they do it. It's either they're blind or deaf, I can't remember. But I know that there is somebody out there that's done modding for Farming Simulator that I've heard recently, and they've been, yeah. Makes me wonder how they do like maybe they're part of a group where one will do one part of thing and they'll do another part. I don't know. Yeah, Shawnee, that's how I feel. I feel like I need a mega fart, that's for sure. Oh, that's fart number 6, okay, whatever that one is. That's a weird one. Well, yeah, thank you very much for that. Oh, it's great fun, loving it, loving it. Right, this is going to be sorghum, is what I need next. Oop, went too far. Back up, there we go. Right, so that's all the main farm pretty well sorted. I've just got to get rice in, I've got to get long grain rice in. I'm pretty sure it's this month I need to do them, so I'll get these fields over here. Come on, you can do it. Planted, and then I'll go back and see. Def, I can get, how do you mod blind? Yeah, exactly. Yes, definitely an interesting one. I can't, oh, when was it? Was it back in November? Might have been earlier this year. I am sure of it. It's somebody who is blind. I might be wrong or might have misheard or something, I don't know. But yeah. There we go. Yeah, see, I could get away with somebody being deaf, for example, yeah, because obviously you don't really need to hear as much of the game when modding. Unless it's obviously a tractor sound or something like that, then yeah, maybe having hearing would help. But visually, you're seeing it. You can see what you're doing. So, no idea. I might just be gone mad as always. Right, there we go. VB. Sorghum's gone. There we go. Crazy one. Righty. Yes, I'll do 2. Yeah, I'm going to do 2 headlands. This 2 on this end, 2 on the other end, and then I can just set it to go up and down automatically. Oh, what fun, what fun, what fun. Let's see if I can bring the numbers up on my phone. I've actually been doing a bit of binge watching of Star Trek over the last couple of days as well. I've now watched both seasons of Stranger Things. No, Strange New World, I should say. Terrible. I know I've got season 3 of that coming out later this year or within the next month or so. So that's good. I've caught up on that. The only thing I do need to go through is probably Discovery and catch up on that. I know I missed a fair. Oh, there it is. One sec, guys. Yay, it's here. My daughter's little delivery. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I've got to go through and watch Discovery next, I think. Do a bit of a binge watch on that. I know I've watched most of it from up to like season 3, I think. I know they were in the future anyway. Maybe 2. I think I've definitely got to the end of 2. Got into starting 3. But yeah, I ended up getting a bit lost in it, I think. Yeah, I need to do a bit of binge watching on that at some point. But yay! I can stop. I can forget about Amazon now. That's great. Cool. Close that. Mr. T. Miller is sorted out with that for the minute. But yeah, if you really want a good challenge, Mr. T Miller, if you're still lurking out there, is see if you can figure out how to set up the pallets so you don't need an i3D in the mod, and have them so they're running from one i3D. That's the fun part. uh, if you want to have a look at things like the coffee factory, the tobacco factory, um, or even the base game rice or the flour palette, that's the main one I looked at. That will give you all the information you need. There. Oh, I think I've just set that off the wrong direction. There. Yes. I need to really... I think if we are doing a second version of this map, what I'm probably going to focus on is getting the palette sorted out. For the most part, they're either using the butter box or the raisin palette. Now, I've obviously been doing a lot of figuring things out since doing the flour factory and the coffee and the tobacco factories, and it's actually very easy to set them up so you're pulling basically the base game i3D. So technically all you need is an XML and a diffused image in the mod itself. No i3Ds are necessary. Tony Trucker, thank you very much for the pipe falling. Didn't quite scare me. I seen it popping up just before it went off. But yes, definitely, and I'm sure somebody at Giants must have been listening in on some of my streams or some of Dave's streams, because yeah, it's kind of weird how they added it into 25. It's quite nice actually. Holy crap. Shawnee, thank you very much for the T-Rex roar. Oh, I don't know if anybody else has been watching them, or if there's anybody with kids who are a fan of like Jurassic Park, for example. Obviously, with the Jurassic World series, they put out a animated series called Chaos Theory, and it's based on a bunch of kids who are stuck on one of the islands, shall we say, without going into too much detail. And obviously that was like the first season. I think it was maybe the first and second season. Obviously they put out a third season last week or the week before for the show, and yeah, it kind of links into Jurassic Park, the last Jurassic World film, basically, and it's kind of, yeah, interesting to watch. Definitely, that's another one I'd recommend if you're into Jurassic World and stuff like that. So yeah, Chaos Theory. The drop game is broken again. Oh, let's see if I can get it refreshed. One sec. Refresh. Give it a try now, peeps. Yeah, I was doing that the other day as well. Kind of weird. Don't know what's going on with it. And how you doing there, PEVs, I should say? There we go. It's back. Cool. There's that. And I want to make sure I go this way. Lock that in on there. Drop you down. Now, once I've got this row done, I'll obviously reset it so it's going the opposite direction, and I just have it set up so it goes back and forth automatically. I like this, I really do. The nice thing is, it's also saving me money as well, which is even better. Oh, and while I remember, I think it was the other day, I was showing off the doll factory. I figured out the shadows as well on the little building on the right hand side. Yes, I ended up deleting the previous shadow creator, should we say, in the i3D and putting you one in. So that's nicely shadowed off, which is quite nice. It's interesting the things I kind of miss every now and again. Right, let's do that. Let's get you lined up. I do need to at some point. Actually, I'm going to show you now. Might as well. So obviously, end of the last stream, I was obviously putting down the grapes. Like I said earlier, I did get in and I've done 60 grapes, 60 olives. And obviously they're over on the island right there. Look at that. There's a whole lot. I've also downloaded a few mods off of the in-game mod hub to create a nice little work area. See, now these are the sort of thing that Mr. Green Thumb should be doing as well. These are lovely sheds, I will say that. So I've got a little workshop shed right there. It's got one door on one side, two on the other, or shutters. There is other doors further around, but I'm not really using them. I've got a 5 bay over here. I've still got to get the harvesters brought down here, but I've got a trailer down here. I'm going with class down this area. Color-wise, excuse me. But yeah, these are quite nice actually. Very poosh. I've got my storages over here, one for grapes, one for the olives, and then I've got a fuel tank storage over there. So that's pretty much all I really need down here, to be honest. But coming straight across the road from there, obviously I've got my grapes, which have started to grow. They're starting to get their foliage in here, which is quite nice. I do know right around the outside, it does have, obviously this was where the grass was. It said it needs to be ploughed, but I'm not really too fussed about it. And the nice thing is, because I was replacing an original field, I've already got 100% on fert level. So I don't really need to do anything with these guys. It's quite nice. But yeah, 60 rows of each. So that should take a little while to get harvested. There we go. Yeah. Just around the outside, I'm going to lose a little bit. But I could always come through with the plough and maybe just go around the outside. It's no big deal, to be honest. I don't think it's going to really affect the yield that much on a few trees, but yeah, it's interesting for definite. It's got the flight mode just to show you guys. I like this area now. So yeah, 60 there, 60 there, and that actually gives me the rest of the island to figure out what to do with. I still never downloaded the little go-karts. I'm kind of curious to see what sort of height and stuff we can get on the ramps over there. If not, I'm probably going to just end up removing this. I don't know yet. But I was kind of wondering, I don't know if anybody's tried it yet. Is this area here where it's all grass? Okay, we've got a unloading area for a ferry there. But has anybody tried putting down like the roller coaster over here? Does it fit? Because I think that might be very close to fitting in there. If it does, I think that'd be kind of nice. Have a little bit of an amusement area. So we've got the dirt track over there, maybe the roller coaster. I could even take this out. Maybe if we had some circus tents or something, we could make a nice big circus area here or something. I don't know. But no, my aim for this area here is going to be a poplar field. A big triangle-shaped poplar field. That's something I really need to do at some point. I'm crazy, I really am at times. Let's see. There we go, I think that's around about right. But yes, I haven't seen any decorative packs, shall we say, for like a circus or anything yet, unfortunately. With that, I'd probably have to go onto those nasty third-party websites and, yeah, get them from there. We need to go to the other side. 3. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go that way. Oh, there we are. -3. I think that's -3. Yes, it is. Okay. So that should be good to go up and down, up and down. I know, I got it. I was just doing it the wrong way. It is now, yeah, it should be going -1 to -3, which is what? Should be the one next to us, yeah. There we go. That is set up fine. I'm getting used to it, Dedsel. I really am. Oh. But yeah, I like it. I like it. So that's cool. So that's kind of maybe a long-term plan, really, for that island. I've got the grape stand, that's the main thing. Obviously, I do need to get in with a plough over there at some point and combine those two smaller fields into one big triangularly set up area. Yep, thank you very much. Thank you, well spotted. That's one thing I always keep forgetting to do. So yeah, big triangular shaped poplar field. Actually, I need to check my other field as well at some point. See how that's coming on. I'm sure that's going to be nearly done. This one here. No, it's still not ready. It's like crazy. Blimey, it takes a long time for this stuff to get grown. While I'm here, rice and long grain rice. Okay. Yep, I need to get them in by the end of this day. So we've got long grain rice. I need to get some. Ooh, I could do a green bean at some point somewhere. Hmm. Let's think. Sorghum. Yeah, I might do green beans actually in this field here. What else we got? Carrots, I've got plenty in storage still, so I'm not even worrying about that. So green beans. I've got plenty of oat. I need to get the rice, long grain rice in. Green beans. I'm pretty sure I've got plenty of parsnips still. I'm not really going through much of that at all. I've got a field of potatoes planted the other day. That's fine. Red beets. Ooh, and a soybean. I don't have any soybean planted yet. Now do I do just one field of sorghum? Or just buy a field with soybean? I'll have to see. What else we got around here? See, I've got that field there, I've got that field, that field. Soybean. See, I've got that field there I could plant, possibly. Well, what have we got around here that's not planted yet? Or what is planted with soybean, if anything, yet? We've got 57, 94. That's by the AI. It's only those two fields. Okay, I'm definitely going to need one of my own. Oh, fudge monkeys. So I could technically buy a field, plant it with soybean, and do it that way. Got a nice 86 there. That's a not bad field actually. How much are you? Just under 2 million. Oh, dang it. I definitely wanted two sorghums. One, two, green. Bugger it. Let's buy it. Okay, so two fields of sorghum, a green beans in 52. Then what I'll do is soybean in there. That should be fine then. How many days per month? I'm still on 1 day Madeira at the minute. Sorry, I was just thinking out a plan there. Yeah, still 1 day. Oh, see, that all depends on like weather. That is the key. Is the weather when it comes time to do the harvesting side of things, especially. If I can get everything harvested within that 1 day, it's good. It's only when it's starting to get really, really tight and I have to work through the night, then I'll probably look to upping it. But right now, I can get everything planted, I can get everything harvested all within that 1 day month period, so it's kind of cool. It is very, very cool. But yeah, over the winter period, that's when I usually focus on getting things, the fields ploughed and limed ready for the next season. So I've got to make sure I get things like wheat, and is it canola? I think it is. Have to get in before winter. But yeah, usually some of the bigger fields that I harvest first of all, they will then get planted pretty quickly within a month with next year's wheat or whatever it might be. But yeah, just keep an eye on obviously the calendar here. That is the big key. Just out of curiosity, so plantings, yeah. So barley obviously needs to be in September, October. You got canola, which is August, September, and then obviously wheat is September, October. So as long as those three are in the ground before the end of September, October, you should be good for the following year. But just out of interest. Oh, 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 oh! I see a twister, finally! At the end of today, there should be a twister between 5 and 7 o'clock. Oh, excited. Excited, excited. I might have to do that on Friday. I have 5 pallets on a truck, and when I drive over that loading area, only 1 pallet goes in. It's killing me. Oh, and I take it you got the... Is that unloading into the factory, is it? T. Miller. Yes. Not on this game speed. I know I've got it a bit low. Yeah, obviously once most of the planting is done, that's the only time I tend to drop the time down is planting and harvesting to 0. Usually I'll run it at like 1 time speed. Maybe it's a pallet problem, possibly. But yeah, check the pallet trigger as well. Make sure that that is correct. If you're using this one, let me have a look at the one you sent me a sec while we're going up and down here. I3D, that. Because obviously, with the base game palette trigger, it's quite a large box. Obviously, if you don't have one this sort of same size, then that could be the issue as well. Let's see, selling station, pallet trigger. Okay, so it is a decent size. Height-wise is about right. Hmm. Yeah, they look fine to me. In this XML that I've got here, height-wise and all that, that looks fine. So it could be just a... You should be able to actually drive through the trigger and it just disappears. I shouldn't have any issues, so I'd have to see what you've got to test and try it myself. Palette trigger. Um, XML. Let me just check something a second. Also, make sure that your palette trigger is linked correctly as well in the i3D to the XML. Palette trigger there. Let's just check. You got rid of the crazy collision? Cool. Coolio 11.3. That didn't look like 11.3. Let's just check this again. Selling station. Palette trigger. Okay, so it is 11.3. That's weird. Oh, one thing I would do as well, Team Miller, is freeze the scale on the on your triggers as well, rather than having them all set up different sizes. As that's doing okay, I'll show you what I mean. So in here, here's your selling station. Obviously, they should all basically be like 111. So if you come into here, for example, you got a bail trigger that's 111. That's fine. But your exact root node is 1.72, oh, like that. And the same with your palette trigger. If you actually come up into edit, go to freeze translation, and just have scale set up, click apply, that'll set it to 111. That could also cause an issue in game if it's not set to 111 because it won't keep that shape. What you might find is the actual palette trigger itself, when you're placing it down, is possibly shrinking down, um, which would cause a palette loading issue into the trigger. So if you have it set to 111, it'll keep that shape and size. So that's something else to try out. But yeah, that size of that box is perfectly fine. If you should be able to drive right through that, and the pallet should take off. Now the only thing I would possibly, if you do still have the issue, is maybe up that a little bit, so it's a little bit higher. Because I think the base game ones are around about 2 point something. I can't remember the exact number of it, but it's like I'm sure it's 2 on the height wise. But yeah, just have a little play around. You could even make that box a little bit bigger if you really wanted to, but make sure to freeze the scale. But yeah, 1103, that's what I was looking at. 11.3, yeah, okay. But yeah, give that a go as well. That will probably fix it. No, don't save. But yeah, what's this sign? Is that the one that's on top? That could probably be removed if it is. Scooby-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo. Oh, that's horrible. Mr. T. Miller, where's your sign gone? Yeah, that's another thing as well. If you've got anything in your mod that isn't being used, I would get rid of it. So that sign, for example, I would just get rid of that if you're not using it. Or if you are, sort the textures out. Let's have a look. See, this is what the Wolfies had. Look at that. It has no textures. That's weird. Added to it at all. That's very weird. uh, it's great fun. It really is. Modding is fun. Everyone should do it. I swear. Best way to start is edit an XML. From there, expand on, and add on, and add on, and add on. Before you know it, you're like Green Thumb Farmer, where you can go into Blender, create something from nothing, bring it into the game through the i3D, and then into the game itself, and yay, you're a pro. I'm not as good as him, but yeah, I do it the old-fashioned way. I can convert stuff from one farm sim game into this current one, and it's pretty easy. It only takes, well, look at it over the weekend. I did what, 2 factories last weekend, all just in Saturday and Sunday. Done in game, pallets done, collisions, warnings, errors done. Yes. Doll's been a tricky one. Yeah, the ones where they're set up as a buildable factory, so like things like the steel factory, concrete factory, um, Dull, where it has that shed on one side or that little building on one side that has the individual bricks that build up. That's where it starts getting a little bit tricky. However, the nice thing is, now I've done quite a few, I've figured out a few workarounds to sort that out. And obviously I showed that off the other day to Team Miller as well. So yeah, for his another future project that he's working on. The biggest thing is though, Mr. Dave has a whole load of visuals for things like cakes and different breads and stuff like this. And yeah, we could get them in game and use them. But they're not, they're just sat on his computer somewhere. Or it'd be great to get some of those actually being used. Obviously, they were originally done in FS19. It's like, come on, let's get them in game, get them used. I think Darius might have used some actually at some point. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. Oh, that's another thing as well. I need to message to see if he's going to be doing his donut factory. If not, what I might do is look at maybe taking one of the base game factories again and creating a new donut factory. That's an option. That is definitely an option. And that could go in the pack. Boomhauer's going to really kill me this week, I swear. He really is. Obviously, he's got what, 3 or 4 different storages up on his Trello right now. Obviously, I'm adding in the. Obviously, I know he's got the flowers in there already. I'm pretty sure the breads are already in there. But there's a lot of things like the dole, the chocolate cake stuff. Obviously, if I can get Ken sorted out this week, that's going to be going in as well. Yeah, he's going to kill me. But to be honest, when it comes to storages now, the only one I'm really updating right now is the barrel logistics. I'm currently not even going to focus on the one that's on my trail, the container one, for the simple fact is just use the barrel logistics. It's so much easier. It's in the pack. Why download something else when you don't need to? The other one I probably recommend actually going back to downloading is the egg and wool storage one that's on my Trello. I think I still got it up there. Let's see, let me see, let me see. Let's scroll across. Placeables. It's like a little shed. Yeah, the small farm distribution storage. That one. It's probably the only one I'd probably read down. Actually, I wonder if I still got it in here. Thinking about that. Looking at that one. Construction. I think that's under. Is that production or is that shed? Can't remember if I got rid of it or not. I might have got rid of it. I should put one of them down actually. Or even 2. One by the chickens, one by the sheeps. Oh, that's something else I need to look at is the bees. Oh, I did have a look at the bees, by the way. The hive productions. They're actually outputting 1 pallet of bees per hour, which I think is fine. I think what's the hang up is obviously the long planks or the planks that's needed for it from the sawmill is the one that's taken the longest. So what I might do is add in things like maybe long planks and beams into it. That way, you could either use one or all 3 to create your bees, but also have the numbers slightly different for each recipe. Obviously, with the long planks, I could set it so it's double the amount on the output to the planks, for example. With beams, I could maybe set it in between the 2, so that might be an option. But yeah, I want to try and get Dole done first of all. Let me grab that actually. I do need to take a break in just a moment to get a fresh top up. Let me grab you. While I'm here, that's downloaded. Let me. Actually, that would be a good idea because I know I've got quite a bit of wool by the sheep, so I could put one down by the sheep, one by the chickens. Let me shove that in there, and you can watch this reload. Oh, come on, come on. Let me just actually have a look at that. Where's that set to? Day updated. That one. Is that still under productions? It is, okay. I need to set that into a silo instead. Next factory will be the Augusta Fruit Pie Factory. Okay. Interesting. Now, if we had the Solo Factory back, obviously 22 we had the Solo Factory and that did all the pie fillings. You could do the pie fillings into your your fruit pie factory. There we go. That would have worked. Dang it. Only problem is I'd have to. See, the thing is, I don't want to do too much with the orchards now. Oh, I did increase the production on them a little bit for that large one. Um, yes. Did you alter the wood chip output in the barrel factory? Nope, I haven't touched it. What's the problem with the wood chip output? Oh, Mr. Tony Trucker. Oh, wrong one. I keep going to the wrong one, it's not good. No, you should still be able to go to the little container on the side there and pick up from the side from there. It's pallets but has a pipe. Oh, yeah, that's the base game barrel factory. That's why I haven't touched that one. Got you, sorry. I was thinking of the pallet factory. Yeah, that's a base game one. Obviously, if we, like I said, if we do get a second one, a lot of these productions are probably going to get a lot of tweaks. Um, so, like for example, rather than the, actually, I wonder if that could be changed. I'll have to have a look. But yeah, you got the pallets spawning on here, which could technically be limited to just the silo for the cooperage. Yeah, I keep forgetting that it does that. It's terrible. I don't know why Giants added a pallet for the wood chips this time around. It seems like a lot of things went backwards. Same with the sawmills, for example. Why did they have pallets of wood chips coming out of them? It's bonkers. But yes. It might be something to look into. I don't know whether the XML is in the map or if it's just being called in from the base game. Um, if it is, I could technically limit it just to have barrels spawning out and the wood chips coming from the silo then. I'll have to have a look into that one. But let me just stop that there a second. I'm going to do a quick restart. While it's loading back up, I'm going to take a quick break, grab a fresh drink. And yes. Oh, I did notice that Giants have put out a couple of mods this morning as well. They got the New Holland Combine is back. There's a, was it a plough cultivator combination thingy bob? I don't know what else has been released yet. Let's see, where are we? Yeah, and the Oxbow Harvester has been released as well. Let's see. We got a grape juice production. Yep, got that in the base game. Granny's farmhouses. Interesting. Wood chip storage. I kind of like the look of that. I know we got Green Thumb Farmers one. Just out of interest. Capacity only 550,000. Really? Is that all? Do they know how much wood chips we get on some of these maps? Oh yeah. But that's quite nice actually. If that had a bigger capacity, I'd be willing to trade in Green Thumbs for that one. Only kidding. Let's see. Oh, that's quite nice. Now, does that have... kind of looking at these bigger ones. I don't think it would. I don't know. Do they lock off? I have no idea. I'm looking for a bale forks like that that can hold bales at the top a little bit easier. I'm also keeping a very close eye out for the production storage mod as well. That is a big one that I'm really, really waiting for. What's this? Platform autoload. Yeah, we have that already. I'm guessing that's set up a different way, but it is what it is. That's kind of nice if you're moving trailers around on a dock area. That's what they're primarily used for. Those are. Seen plenty of them around. Oh, that thing's back. I think there's a DJ Goham going on about this. Interesting little thing. That might be quite nice if we could scoop up with a bucket like that. Yeah. Oh, you can do actually think in the mine. That might be a nice idea. Apart from that, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's like okay, whatever. What's this? PGR building pack. Oh, looks like Polish State Farm stuff. Okay. Right, let me quit that. Let me just get this back in. Reload. Sorry, it'll be black for just 1 minute. Let me refresh. Parachute game because it seems to be sticking there. Yes, the delivery turned up. It did. Hectate, it finally did. Right, should kick back in just a second. And that black screen will disappear, hopefully. There we go. And I want to activate. And if I can find it again. Ooh, this thing I want to try out as well. The Lizard Tandem series. Had it in 22. Used it a little bit. I'm kind of thinking it'd be quite nice if it works with like the tree planters to have like 2 or 3 set up behind one tractor and do multiple rows at the same time. If it works the same way, I don't know if it will or not. That's the main reason I thought I'd grab that again. Um, if not, what I was thinking is obviously grabbing a couple of snuffle strucks, so that little power buggy that goes behind your combine, attach that onto there, and then run the tree harvesters behind that. It might work. Um, there it is, that guy. That's the one I want. Right, while this is reloading, I will be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. You're clicking on the start button and it doesn't work. Oh, dead soul. You cracked me up. Right, let's see if it works for me, hey? Yay! It works! It works! Ay, crazy boy. Anyway, right, so, Hired Helper is still going. How you doing, PJ, by the way? Hopefully you're well. But yeah, if you guys are not following PJ Trap, make sure to click on that little shout out thing and give her a follow, guys, if you're not following already. Right, let's get this guy going back, or me going up again. Da da da. Maybe go. I'll lock that off. Hopefully that is now set to 1, which it is. Good, cool. There we go. Yeah, but how you doing? Thank you for the welcome back. The nice thing is I can do this while I'm doing that. So, doop, doop. Come into production. I need to put this into proper, like the silo category or my own category at some point. Where did I put you? There you are. So this is a great little thing for wool and eggs and stuff. Actually, earlier today, I did have to move some wool pallets. So I'm going to pop one down over here. Actually, I could pop 2 down, because this will take the goat milk as well. So R key to line up. That's not quite right. There? Yep. Right, so we'll pop one. I'm not going to be spawning them back out, so... Unload at the front, yeah, that'd be fine there, I think. Put that there. One for the goats. Yes, a few pallets get moved. That one there. That's fine. I will get them sorted out later. I got all these bales I need to get away at some point, but I really need a proper bale storage. I don't know what it is, but obviously when I put these bales away, a lot of them just tipped over. So yeah, obviously if I've got a tornado incoming later today, I definitely need to get them moved, don't I? Is that a new farm storage distribution? No. Oh, did I not reactivate that? No, that's one that's been out for quite some time actually. Now that I'm using Barrow Logistics primarily for my pallet distribution and stuff, I thought it'd probably be easier using that for things like the wool and goat milk and such. I need to put one up by the eggs in just a sec as well. There we go. Lock that off. Make sure that is set to turn. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that one's up on my trailer. It's been there for quite some time. It kind of does the same as the small one that you got there. I think you got the small yellow one, container one, on yours, haven't you? But yeah, while I'm here, let me grab one of them. Let me stick this down here. Save me having to constantly move. I'm trying to figure out why the player trigger is so far away. I don't know. Do I put it on that side or do I put it on the other side? I might spin it around and stick it over here in this little corner. We'll see. This will take then the honey and the eggs. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. That shouldn't be that far across, I don't think. It's been a while since I've last used it, but oh, it should be fine. Get Green Thumb's double decker one. The twister will take care of them. Yes. The only problem is I don't like anything that's set up using the Giant's storages, and I'm adamant I'm not gonna be using it It adds in far too many lines into the XML for the placeables, and I really don't like it. I really, really don't. So, and the thing is as well, especially with the palette one, it doesn't combine partial palettes. At least that works anyway. But what I can actually show you is if I come into here a sec. This is the big thing. If I come into my games, Farm Sim 22, let's go into Game Save 20. This is obviously my not Elm Creek, Silver Run. I was using the base game palette storage for a few things in there. So if I open this up just to show you guys, and I'm going to compare it to Barrel Logistics in my current save game. Let me close some of this down. There we go. So if I come in and find gotta find it now. General storage, I think it's called. Storage. Let's do it that way. Oh. That's the playground. See, this is how it should be working. So it combines the palettes, but it doesn't. Object storage. That is what I want. Let's find you. So here you go. So this is literally what that storage does. So this is obviously the base game one that's on the Silver Run map. No, not Silver Run. What do you call it? The Riverbend Springs. As you can see, every single pallet is listed individually in here. Whether it's a full pallet or a partial pallet, it all gets listed individually. So obviously I haven't got too many in there, but that is already taking up, let me just take here, so quite a few lines right there. Now imagine if you've got 2,000 pallets in a storage, you will have at least 2,000 times 1, 2, 3, at least 3 lines per pallet. That's a heck of a lot. That's what, 6,000 lines straight away. Now, if I was to bring up my current save game, which is save game 1, go into placeables, and we'll find Barrow Logistics. So we'll find that Bower. Is it called Bowers or just Logistics? Is Logistics in it? Here we go. So right here is Barrow Logistics. Now, as you can see, that will actually list each individual product initially, but right here where the storage is, rather than it being one line per pallet, it combines all those pallets into just one fill amount. So obviously if I just go with this one right here, so 4,775, that would be what, 5 pallets? I would have 5 individual pallets, so that would be what, 15 lines just added for that one product. If we go into one of the higher ones, so right here for example, we've got 45,874, that's going to be 45, 46 pallets there. So 46 times 3, that's a lot of lines. So hence why I prefer this. And obviously if you look at that, obviously I've got every product that's in the base game, plus in the mod pack itself, plus stuff that I've added in recently that you guys don't have in there listed, and it keeps the line very, very short technically. So yeah, this is why I prefer to have a storage set up this way than I do the Giants way. And hopefully you guys get to understand why I particularly don't want to put one of these down for a bale. Because obviously if I do it for bales, I would have to have, I don't know, 100 times 3 there. It's ridiculous. They're like 300 lines just filling up my placeable XML just for a couple of bales, really. I'm really, really hoping when the revamp mod comes out, I'll be able to get my bale storage converted, and it'll basically do the exact same thing. It will combine all of those individual bales into one line. That is what I want. So it'll be one for grass, one for hay, one for straw, and that's literally all we'll have. It'll be 3 lines, maybe 4 or 5, depending on if we add any more crops in at that point. But yeah, this is why I stay well away from the giant stuff. So yeah. And obviously with Green Thumb Farmer's storages, a lot of his are set up that way as well. And obviously I like to have bales coming back out to use that way. So if there's a way of setting up a production, for example, that will output the bales, that would be great. It really, really would be. But I don't think it's quite possible at the moment. But yeah, until that happens, I'm going to have to stick with the way it is. Right, let's turn you off a sec, so you don't turn onto that other field that I do not own. I don't even know what's on there. Is that peas or something? No idea, but it's got a lot of weeds on there. That's another thing I need to do as well, is go around my fields and weed a few of them. My sugarcane needs to be done. That's the main one anyway. I'm sure I've seen 1 or 2 of my other fields that had a few weeds on, so at some point I will get there. But yeah, I don't know why Giant set it up so the pallets are all individually listed rather than combined. They could easily take this silo script, for example, and make that into a pallet storage. That's kind of how the revamp works it. So, just gotta wait. To be honest, this game is still very, very young, so things are still being worked on, and hopefully will be out soon. But yeah, the big one I'm really waiting on at the minute is obviously the production storage one that allows you to actually store a pallet in a storage without, or a production should say, without it spawning back out. That would help a lot with barrel logistics, that's for sure. Right, so there's that one. Let's go over and we'll do, yeah, that field there in the corner with sorghum as well. And then green beans I'll put into that other one that I created. Let's fill that up because I don't think I'll be able to get through there with all the trees. But yeah, that's one thing I'm thinking of is with the bees. What's your guys' thoughts of me adding in planks, or I should say long planks and the beams, and also having a slightly altered recipe, so you might get double the amount of bees to what you are currently with planks, and obviously maybe having the beams somewhere in between. Is that a good idea for you guys? Would it help out? Because I know myself, I'm really struggling for the long planks, because a lot of it goes into like barrel making, pallet making, stuff like that. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, obviously beams right now, they're only being really used in the odd buildable and the glass factory really, so it'll give a good use of that as well then. I think I'll do that. And that's going to be an easy add-on, so I could probably do that later today. There we go, let's get you lined up, get you locked off. Okay, dokie, we'll do that then. We'll add in long planks, which will at least yeah, I think double planks recipe wise, and then have the beam set somewhere in between. Here we go. Oh crap. I'm sure this is set up as a, is this not a direct cedar? Did I not set it up as a direct seeder? Is this my one or is it the base game one? I can't remember. Oh. Possible to direct seed? No, can't be necessary. And I've got one. Yeah, that's definitely the right one, isn't it? Oh, did I not turn that on? Is that what it is? Nope, that would help. There we go. That's what I want. Dope. Right, I need to make sure that this is set up in a minute to rotate the right way. Or turn around on the right way. But we can do that in a minute. Wow, my YouTube is way behind again. Let me bring that back up. There we go. There we go, that's better. 101. And your counter is at 102. So it's about a minute out between Twitch and YouTube at the minute from the looks of it. That's fine. That is fine. There we go. And I keep hearing a lot of ding dong, ding dong, ding dong through Discord. Yes, I will remember to turn that on in just a minute. Yeah, I've got to do two headlands, this end and the other end. And that should be more than enough for turning as usual. Oh, it's Mr. T. Miller. Is that for later? Oh, I could have a little look now, actually. I'll be nosy. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I've never actually heard of them, so it must be definitely something from over there. Here we go. But I've started to notice a few areas around the map where it's got grass like this here, but there's no actual foliage being added to it. It's kind of weird. So I'm having to go back every now and again, and I don't know if it's on the released version for you guys, but obviously this pre-release, so I don't know if it was ever added in properly. Yeah. Before hitting apply, and after hitting apply. Yeah, I only do the scale, T Miller. I don't worry about the translate or the preserve instances. I usually deselect them and just do the scale. So yeah. But the pallets are going in. Okay. As long as the pallets go in, that's fine. But yeah, whenever I do the scaling, I only ever do the scale. I very rarely ever do the translate, which is that top one, and the preserve instance at the bottom there. I usually deselect them and just have the scale selected. Then reset it, apply it, I should say. But yeah, if it worked, that's good. Why does it say 8 new messages from you and I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh yeah, okay. But yes. Yeah, obviously it's not going to visually change anything. What it will do though, hang on, you might have missed it. Let me come in here just a sec. So obviously, yeah, the actual size of the box won't change visually, but in the scale on the right hand side there, it will reset it to 111. That's what I was basically mentioning. So if I come back into here just to show you just quickly, selling station. Oh, you silly thing. It's a little bit laggy at the minute. So here, for example, the palette. Obviously, right here where you got 1.72 on X, the 0. All these are slightly off. If we actually go into edit, freeze, remove the preset instance, just have the scale selected, hit apply. Obviously the shape of the box won't change at all or move, But what you'll see is that this here will reset to 111. So obviously when you place it down, it'll keep that shape in game where it is as well. So yeah. It made the icon go away. Where do you have it pointed to in the XML? In game, yeah. So that be the unload icon, yeah? So we've got this one here. So let's go into the extra root nodes. So that would be going to the one underneath. See, what I would do with these is set up a transform group for them individually. So just go into here, for example, create a transform group, call that your player trigger or whatever it might be. So or unload trigger, unload trigger. Call that up there. There you go. We'll put that within the selling station or somewhere. Or you could even put it within the visuals if you really wanted to. But then have that for your marker. And then link that in the XML. Okay, that's what I would do rather than having it set to like a trigger. Because obviously right now your one right here is pointing to this box, and obviously if that's under the ground, it's not going to show. So yeah, I'll always try and set up as a transform group node instead of a trigger. Makes life so much easier, dude. It really does. Just out of curiosity, you got your production there, your player trigger, which is your little box. You see, like that, for example, there, your player trigger marker. That's a transform group as well. See? So yeah, set them up all that way, and then you shouldn't go too amiss with it. Same with obviously your pallet spawn area. Have that set up as one of these as well, which you have already. So yeah, it's just really setting up the selling station that way. But saying that, you got it right there as well, which is interesting. It could, what you might need to do is take these out of here. So if you reset that, take them out of there a sec, edit, freeze the scale on that, so it's 111, and then put them back in. What you might have find is if you've scaled that with them in there, they might have lost the correct sizing as well. So even they need to be reset now. We can bring them back out a sec. Come on. Select the two. There we go, thank you. Select both of them. Edit, freeze, scale to 111. There we go. Then put them back in. Because obviously where you were resizing the trigger, it's probably stretched those icons out because they're within the trigger group itself. So that's another thing you've got to be very careful of. I learned the hard way in 22 with that. But yeah. But yeah, what I'd do is probably just take these two out, because obviously you've got the unload trigger markers there already. Pull them out of there. Maybe put them within the main group itself, and try it that way. But make sure that there is 111 on the scale. If you got confused with that, let me know, and I can always do it for you. There we go. Let's get back into the gameplay. Oh, I just realised I don't have my YouTube up. Dang it, where are you? There. But yeah, welcome in everybody over on YouTube, by the way. This is going to be kind of a regular thing of as well, these multi-streams. So yeah, from here on out, I've also got all those bales there to get used up at some point. They seem to be taking forever with my composters. There we go. Let's get that there. Let's get you centered. There's my tractor. There we go. And go. Yeah, I did that a lot of that back in 22, where I was actually resizing the main group itself in the i3D without realizing it was affecting everything within that group. So if it had like the markers, for example, they were being stretched out of shape, and I was thinking, well, why is it doing this? And why is it doing that? And yeah, I think it was Dave mentioned it one night. I was in Discord with him, and he says, yeah, because you're stretching the actual main group rather than just doing the individual trigger or the icon or whatever it might be. So yes, ooh, need to sort that out. I'm missing some textures. So yes, I will work more on that after work. I have to start getting ready to work. All right, okay, yeah. But yeah, if you, like I said, if you ever want, I could always jump in Discord if I'm free to give you a helping hand, Mr. Miller. You know that. Oh, it's gonna be fun when the revamp mode comes out, because that is where the fun begins. Because also we're going to try and get things back into buildable. So yeah, we're gonna have to go through, add all that back in. Oh, I'm hoping that it's set up in the same or similar way as it was to 22. Because if it is, then it's going to be a quick grab from 22, put it into 25, and get going. And I totally went the wrong way. Dope. Here we go. Oh, I did get a few loads into the sawmills as well. Oh, I didn't mean to hit X. So they're back up and running, which is quite nice. Got that sorted out last night. Where are you going? Excuse me. You should be on this line, not that one. Control. End. There we go. Turn you on. Cool, right. I need to make sure that goes to 3. So, actually, no. I'll wait till I turn it around at the other end. Because this is my turning around, around, and round. There we go. Let's bring you back up into... Come on, stream. Behave over on YouTube. There we go. I think where it was, I was tapping through different screens a minute ago. My YouTube decided it was going to stop playing. I really need to set up a 4th monitor, I think, at some point, just for YouTube to be put on. It's kind of crazy, my monitors at the minute. My left one has OBS, so I can see all you guys chatting away and stuff, and I can see the stream. In the my middle monitor, that's my gameplay screen, and then on my right monitor, I currently got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different windows open, and I keep tabbing through them all. It's terrible. Yeah. Obviously, when I tab through one, it makes the YouTube become behind, and yes, if I could have that up on one screen on its own as well, it'd be fine. There we go. But yes, it's terrible. It really is terrible. Maybe next month. I don't know. Depending on if I get anything this month, I might put that towards a monitor from Twitch. There we go. Oh, I just realised I don't have one down. So yeah, obviously I mentioned the other day about the raspberries, and I think it was earlier today as well, is I was thinking of using, I think it's this one? Yeah. I'm thinking of using this one as a test greenhouse for the raspberries. I think that would be kind of cute. I don't know whether I want to go with some of these bigger ones. That's the only thing. Quite yet. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm probably going to test with this little one. I think that's the one I grabbed, the tarp, small tarp one. I'll see if I can add in the raspberry visuals. If they come through okay, I might see if I can do like raspberries, blackberries. That would be an easy-ish edit for the blackberries. The currants, I'm not quite sure how I'd do that yet, but I'll have a look and see if I could do some different currants as well with it. I think that'd be kind of nice. Just have some different options. There we go. Ooh. Need to come across to here. We'll center you off. And blonk. There's that. So I need to make sure it's set to -2. So, which way are you going? -2, there we go. Cool. Right, so that should be fine. I can just chill out and relax. Like, the nice thing is with this as well, I can pay more attention to stream chat as well. How are we getting on with that? Is it frozen up again? Let's do a refresh. Actually, what's going on with the properties on this thing? Because that should be working. Well spotted. I keep forgetting that. There we go. Thank you, Dead Soul. Da, 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 da. Control audio via shut down source when not visible. Let's select that. Refresh browser when scene becomes active. Let's select that. See if that's now working. Or did I just break it? Let's close that. Okay. That didn't work. There we go. Now, yeah, what should happen is it should have been set to automatically shut down when inactive. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, look at that lucky bounce back. But for some reason it was deselected in the properties. So yeah, if it goes to like a minute or so without being activated, it should shut down and restart, as it were. So then you can actually then go back in and start playing again. There we go. So there's that one. Let's just make sure that the fishy program is still working. Oh, that's such a cute little one. Oh, Dead Soul. That's so cute. There we go. Good, 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 good. There we go, 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 go. Ooh, it's for. Oh, just missed it, Farmer Marks. Just missed it. So close and yet so far. I'm kind of wondering what the timeout is on that then. Still trying to figure some of these things out. Ooh, pickle coming in by Mr. Dobby here. Is he going to get it? It's going to be right on the edge. I'm not sure. Oh, it's just drifting across. Oh, 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 oh. Ah, you got in there. Not quite high enough. Hey, Mr. Lars, how you doing? Go on, bounce back. Go, go, go. No, not down the corner. Oh. Mr. Viking's way off. But nice shot. Surely somebody can beat my 2189. Rigged? Yeah, exactly. Where do you find calcium carbonate on PV rivers? In the crusher there, E-Bone. Up near the mine on the upper left side. You can get it in there. I'm not doing too bad, thanks, Mr. Lars. Not too bad. But yeah, if you're interested... Yeah, so up here in the corner, you have obviously the big mining area. Right next door to that, you have the crusher. Obviously, that will give you limestone, gypsum, and calcium carbonate on the very first tank there. Yeah, no worries, buddy, no worries. Actually, I don't know. Did he... See, I know back in 22 when we used this in Canyon Crossing, Mr. Dave had a collectible behind there. I couldn't remember if he'd had one in here or not. Actually, at some point I do need to get in and get this reactivated. Oh, I can't see how much is meant to be going through that. I ended up putting it temporarily onto distributing. Oh yeah. I still haven't fixed that out. I need to remove that unload area from the i3D part image. But yeah, that's literally a little trigger that will be going over the output, the spawn trigger for the gold jars, that will then take the jars and distribute them for you guys. The only thing you have to keep an eye out for is obviously the clean fill, so that doesn't get too full. Actually, I think the only thing I'm missing out of there is fuel at the minute. Need to get in there and get that sorted at some point. But yeah, that'll be coming with the next update. This is update 10 coming. Actually, I wonder. Let me have a little look while we're going up and down. I can come into productions. Let's have a look. Gold Masters and Ben. It's fuel. Yep, thought so. Shell. There we go. How much have we got in there? Ooh, cool. It's building up. It's building up. Nice. Let's set that to distribute. Ooh. For the minute, that can go over to everywhere it needs to go to. I need to set these to storing. Oh crap, didn't mean to do that. Let's try that again without hitting the space bar this time. I keep doing that. I click on one of the productions, hit the space bar, and actually teleport them. I meant to click into here and change it here. So distribute. There we go. I'll do that for each of these that I've put down. And we'll do the same with that. That's fine. I'm still missing Alted Mr. T. Miller's soy drink factory, but that has been, I think, actually it's not even active, is it? Let's get this going. See what else is missing. Deactivate the ones that are not going, so that's fine. That'll be my first load of silk milk finally being produced. Cool. What am I missing? Coca. Oh, you're doing the eggnog the other way. Okay, I gotcha. Yes, you're doing it that way. Oh, one thing I will say as well with the Ken's factory. Oh my goodness, the recipes are going to be quite long. You thought T. Miller's were long. Mine are going to be pretty close. Where did I put you? Ken's, there it is. I'm going to quickly show this while I'm live at the minute. I've actually got 4 recipes in Ken's at the minute. Here we go. So originally, obviously, the good old ranch dressing is back as usual. Obviously, we're going to need soybeans, vinegar, water, salt, milk, sugar, spring onions, eggs, pallets again, and glass jars. I've added the glass jars into each of the recipes here, as well as the pallets being the base thing. So get those glass jars and pallets being pumped. So the nice thing is, oh, let me just sort this out. It's only tiny amounts that I've been adding in, so it's not going to go through them very, very quickly. That's for sure. Going on from there, we're going to have a 3-cheese Italian dressing comprising of canola oil, water, vinegar, sugar, salt, cheese, buffalo mozzarella, goat cheese, garlic. Did I say cheese? The normal cheese. So you got these 3 cheeses right there. But yeah, you got garlic, you got spring onions, basil or basil, whatever you want to pronounce it, wherever you are. Yeast, pallets and jars. So a nice little combination there, I think. Going on, I've added in the Russian dressing back in. I don't care, there's a war out there. Dressing's a dressing at the end of the day. So that's been added in. Obviously, recipe-wise, I've gone with soybean oil, vinegar, sauce, which is going to be coming from your Heinz factory. I actually wanted tomato puree, so I think it was in the recipe, so I thought I'd use the sauce up for one thing at least. Sugar, sweet pickles, which is in the pickle factory. Eggs, olive oil, so you're getting 2 oils in this particular one. Water, salt, spring onions, and garlic, along with your pallets and glass jars. So that's the Russian dressing. And then there's a Caesar dressing as well that I've added in. Obviously, this is one we were covering the other day. There may be one more being added. Depends on if I can get the raspberries sorted out at some point. It might be coming later on. I don't know yet. But right now we've got this. So Caesar is going to be needing water, vinegar, soybean, goat cheese, sugar, salt, garlic, pallets, and then glass. Obviously, I replaced. Oh crap! I can't remember what it was called, but it was the sheep cheese they had in this recipe on the Ken's website. I've basically used the goat cheese instead. It comes out the same pen in 25, so. But yeah, if we ever get like a sheep cheese um, in the future, that could get changed. So yeah, so that is what it's going to be. Capacity wise, I'm kind of setting it up so anything that's tipped into it with a trailer, so it could be grains or your water, for example, salt. I'm setting them to not too high, so only 50,000. But anything that's palleted, as you can see there, going inwards, is a maximum of 20 pallets per product. So not a lot is going to be needing to get this up and running. Hopefully, that will keep it going for quite some time. Because obviously the figures are not the biggest, to be honest, with a lot of that. The only thing that might need a bit of a tweak later on is possibly the water. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to try and keep it there. And then obviously actual storage of the 4 products is going to be 100 pallets per product will be able to be stored in this factory as well. So a bit of a bonus for you guys. Obviously with it as well, when you drive in, obviously the factory itself is visually the same as the Heinz factory right now. So it will have 4 areas for the pallets to spawn. That's how I've got it set up. There's room for at least maybe 2 more either end. So who knows, we may end up having 2 more recipes added in at some point. But yeah, I've got to get in, get the pallets fixed on the Kens, or sorted out on the Kens, and then get it in game, test it, make sure it's all working perfectly fine, make any adjustments, and then yay, fun! It'll be out for you hopefully this week, this Friday. So yeah, if you haven't got any of those products sorted out yet, you may want to get them in the field or being stored up ready for Ken's when it gets released. Okay, PJ. Sorry, I just seen that message. So yay! Fun, 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 fun. Yeah, we're going to obviously have the flour, all the individual types. Yeah, I need to actually start looking at other uses for some of the other like flour products and that, so we can get that into factories. And why did that not disappear? Yeah, that fishing game is having some issues, that's for sure. Because it should have disappeared. Interact. Nope, there's nothing there. No, nothing on the filters. That's weird. But yeah. Avis. No, it wouldn't even be that, is it? That is. There's an arrow on Twitch. I know what the fishing game there is, yeah. Is it the same with the parachute game, is it, VJ? It's kind of annoying. Hmm. Alright, Mr. Viking, catch you later. Cheers for popping in, buddy. Much appreciated, sir, and hopefully catch you again soon. That's point. I don't know if I gave you a shout, did I? I think I did, but if this thing works, come on, come on, come on. I know Stream Deck is seemingly getting an update at some point, and a few people already mentioned that it's causing them issues when streaming. But yeah, there we go, guys. If you're not following Mr. Viking streaming, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow. It'd be lovely to see him streaming again. Oh, oh, that's a point. I need to check something. Oh, wow, this is going. I went on to what you call it? What you call it? Keymailer the other day and requested a key through them for one of the DLCs for Ship Graveyard Simulator. At some point, maybe next week, I might be doing a stream where it's not farm sim related. Let's put it that way. If I get the DLC, yeah, I'll be showing it off. I know Mr. Dave was showing off the actual DLC itself. It's the Steamships DLC for Ship Graveyard Simulator 2. If not, I'll just buy it and I'll do it myself. I'm currently trying to build up some funds though in the game, so I've been going back through some of the smaller ships just to build up and build up and build up. I did get the crane, not the crane, the magnet unlocked, by the way. I just got to get the materials to be able to get it going and added. That's the only thing I'm currently missing at the minute. So only a few pieces here. I think is it the metal? I'm currently missing. So yeah, on that. Yeah, once I finish the current ship that I'm working on, I should have enough to get it. So yay! What the heck is that? Is it like a chili bean? It could be a chili bean or a tomato or something. That is a funky little one, Mr. Dead Soul. It is eyes on bean. Is that a Yosho one by any chance? It looks like a Yosho type emote. I miss seeing Mr. Yosho as well. I do. Where he streams a lot later, it's not good. Yeah, seeing Mr. Yosho and Danny. Yeah, I do miss seeing them streaming. There's a few people I miss because they stream that a little bit later. But yes. Ooh, oh, my hired helper's finished. I need to get him brought over at some point. Let me spin around, and what I'll do is I'll go grab the other tractor and I can get him over on that other field that I've just done. There we go. Let's stop you there. And it's probably going to save as well. Nope, okay. Right, you should be fine. We'll enter you. Yep. The other thing that gets me is when you roll a field, is that haze. It's got that sort of yellowy brown haze to the field afterwards. It's weird. It is very, very weird. Oh, that's what the field was. That one there. I've got to get weeded at some point. Yes. Where's the barge? Is the barge on this side? Hopefully. Yes, it is. Good. Yes. Let's refresh you a minute. Yeah, what I'll have to do is keep an eye on that parachute game and every now and again just give it a refresh so you guys can carry on if you want to. But yeah, I think what I'm considering, this is an idea I had the other day, is with regards to the fishing program, is I know a few guys still like to play it, but I'm thinking what might be nice is each month, if I was to do like a giveaway, might make it a little bit more productive, shall we say. Oh heck, I need to get some fuel. So that's what I'm kind of thinking I might do, is after the next time it gets reset, I'll set up a giveaway at the end of like next month, for example. So whoever gets the highest gets the free game. Not sure what the game will be. It could be a DLC game or something like that, or a Steam gift card. I don't know. Yeah, that's something I got to figure out and work on. And I might see if I can do that each and every month as well. Then, actually, while I'm here, I want to check some of these fields. That's fine. I don't see any weeds on that end, so that is good. Look at all that lovely flickering in the end there. Beautiful. A hydrate from Mr. Amethyst Neon. How you doing, Mr. Neon? Oh, look at my potatoes. They're growing. Yay. Actually, as I'm on a straight bit of road there. Yep, there we go. I can do a stretch for you. Oh, you would, wouldn't you, Farmer Marks? Typical. Literally as I stretched, I went off Farmer Marks. Good timing. I'm not doing too bad. It was good to see you live again the other day doing some ATS. I was lurking for a little while in there. Yes. And if you guys are not following Amethyst Neon, yeah, he does stream from time to time. So definitely click on that link, give him a follow. Obviously he was streaming some of the new DLC the other day, so yes. Go over, give him a follow, guys. He's great. Right, let's come into here just briefly. I need to still sort that ramp out at some point. And hopefully I have some fuel left in this thing. Yes, I do. Good. Pop. Pop, 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 pop. Ooh, 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 ooh. Caught up. Dang it. What's interesting though is my trees over here, which are the spruces I believe it was I planted, still haven't grown yet. I'm getting worried about the little dudes. But we'll get there. They'll get there, I hope. But yeah, these guys are really coming on. What's interesting is some have come through dead at the top and others are not. I never realised that before. Alright, Mr. Hired Helper, you can go on this field here. And do that. There we go. And I can get back into my little tractor. There's the save. But yes, I'm not doing too bad for definite. Oh, stop jumping. There we go. And go. There we go. Yep, it has issues. Refresh. And back. But yeah, I've noticed on my Stream Deck there's two buttons at the minute are not linked correctly because of updates recently. One is my G-Hub one for my steering wheel. I click on that button and it doesn't do naff. Same with Discord. And it's annoying when they do the updates because it seems to break the link. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, just skimmed it. Look at that. Nice one, Neon. I haven't seen very many high ones. I think it was what, 78 is the highest so far today on the parachute game there. I think it's a little bit tougher now that the pool itself is a little bit smaller than it used to be, so it's a harder target to hit that center bit. Hey MacGyver, how you doing? Good morning to you too. It's actually evening for me. It's like nearly, well, 20 to 8 in the UK here. But yes. Oh yeah, you said good evening. For some reason I read good morning. Weird. Go figure. But yes. It's great fun. There we go. Let me sort you out. That's fine. But yeah, how are you, Mr. MacGyver? I want to see something just briefly. Let's mute that. Who's currently out there at the minute? Evil Race is doing some Empyrean with Mr. Frost. Mr. Frost then. Oh, is Mr. Oh, they're doing the dual thingy, aren't they? Together. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at seeing who's out there in the world of Twitch. I know PJ's hopefully going to go live in a little while, and I can raid over to her. Yeah, it's terrible. Everyone's off doing other things. Got some people doing American Truck Simulator. You got Empyrean. A couple doing Farm Sim, which is nice. Um, there's one person off doing a bit who usually does Farm Sim, which is quite interesting. Is they're off doing some Grand Theft Auto 5. Oh my goodness. You got Conan Exiles. Dang. Hunter Call of the Wild. Oh my blimey heck. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people kind of getting a bit bored of Farming Simulator at the minute. They're just taking that bit of a vacation from the game, should we say? So yes. Actually, I did see Tyvius this morning. Geez, he'd like do half an hour and then he'd change game, half an hour and then change another game. I think he went through about 5 different games all in the space of maybe an hour or two. It's like bonkers. Doing good, playing a lot of 7 Days to Die and more fishing. Oh, real life fishing, nice. And to be honest, lost the urge to play FS25 at the moment. But yeah, I think to be honest, a lot of people are, like I was just saying there, that a lot of people are going in, doing other games. They just lost the interest, and that, I don't know why, because I'm still enjoying it. I really do. However, I have been getting a hankering for doing other game every now and again. Obviously, like, was it last week or the week before? I did some of that fast food restaurant. That lasted a couple of days, and then I got bored. Next, back to Farm Sim. Obviously, what, this weekend? Obviously, I've done a little bit of the Ship Graveyard Simulator 2. And yeah, okay, that's not bad. I might keep carrying on with that one. The other one I do want to check out is the Supermarket Simulator. I know they've had quite a lot of updates since I last played, so I kind of want to see what's going on in there. I'm pretty sure they've now added in like self checkouts and stuff like that. I have seen, shall we say, a Mr. Coffee Man playing it quite a lot recently. So what would be quite nice if he was to actually stream some of it rather than just doing farm sim. Maybe do some Supermarket Simulator, buddy, or something like that. I don't know. It might help, but yeah. If they had this map, they couldn't get bored. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, to be honest, I fully understand that some people are getting a bit bored of it and they just want something new, a little bit different, something to keep their minds occupied. But yes. I lost a I lost a good buddy in a horrible accent. He got his finger stuck in a wedding. Oh yeah. Oh, accident. Yeah. Yes. His finger got stuck in a wedding ring. Indeed. How you doing, Igorian? I think you mentioned that one on PJ's stream the other day as well. It was a Thursday or Friday, so yeah. Yes. We've all become a victim of that. I will say that, or a lot of people have. Ah, gotta love it. There we go. Hmm, hmm. Oh, I see. Sorry, I was just looking at comment in YouTube there, and it's sort of thank you for the support is one comment, but then there's a whole load of another comment. And I was thinking, well, why is it like two comments? It's that one in the Twitch chat where it goes on about if you haven't bought the next farming simulator game, blah blah blah, alpaca and all that. They've split it over two for YouTube for some weird reason. So literally my YouTube for anybody who isn't watching it is just flooded with Streamlabs putting comments and comments and comments in chat over there. It's crazy. What if there's any way of reducing that so there's not so many going in? I don't mind it every now and again, but that's ridiculous getting. Yes, it's chat spamming. Indeed, Dead Soul. I wonder if that would be under dashboard, cloudbot, timers probably. Yes. Let's do a couple of quick edits on this. The thing is, they're set up to 10 lines on most of these. Let's set that one to every half an hour. Yeah, we'll do it every half an hour, then you might not get as many over on YouTube on each of these. That one's on every 8 minutes. Oh my goodness. I'll set that to 30 minutes. 10 lines, yep. My Trello. I'll set that one to 15 minutes. 10 lines. There's that. My YouTube. We'll set that to 15 and 10 as well. Disclosure isn't even active, and the giant partner one there. That's the one I want. Let's up that bit. Definitely maybe once an hour. I think that's fine for that one. No, half an hour. There we go. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Less Streamlabs in chat. More you guys. There we go. We'll reset that. Cool. Now, if only we could get the parachute in the fishing game working over on YouTube as well. That would be great. That's all I can say. Yes. Maybe one day these things will work in tandem. But yeah, that's not bad. Quite a relaxing day today, isn't it? Ooh, I need to keep an eye out on this. Is it still showing? It is between 4 and 6 now. Oh, gotta be careful. Gotta be very, very careful. Now, obviously, if I carry on playing and I get to have that come in, what I will probably do is either save it just beforehand, make a copy of the save game, and then sort of carry on, and then load it up maybe at the beginning of the next stream, just to show the twister coming through on my save game. Finally! Year 5, and I finally got a twister. I'm happy. Hopefully I don't get anything damaged. That's the only thing that does worry me, is obviously the damage, especially if it goes to a bridge or something. Then again, I got plenty of most of the materials in storage already, so yeah, I'm not really worried. We shall see. I'm kind of excited. I might even video it. I don't know. That's something else I need to figure out as well over on YouTube. It keeps coming up with a little message saying, "Warning! Please configure both primary and backup streams correctly." I have no idea what the heck that means. Please configure both primary and backup streams correctly. There's only one primary stream, so I don't get it. The comparison of the streams failed because one of the streams has an invalid configuration. See, I don't know what the heck that means. Unless it's those two? I have no idea. See, I'm still learning some of this stuff. That's the problem. Oh, I should activate closed caption. No, I can't. Oh, interesting. I just realised you cannot activate closed captioning over on YouTube. Well, I can't. My end anyway. Something to look. Oh, it's annoying. Definitely something to look into. Let's see. What's over here? Just gonna have a quick look in OBS while I'm going. See, that's got that. Output is that. Yeah, see, obviously in OBS it has nothing for like a backup URL. Well, it's got the primary one there, but not a backup one, which is weird. No idea. But from what I can see, it works. So yeah, I think you can online. Okay. Aye. See, because that is a bit of a pain over on obviously YouTube. If anybody comes in who doesn't understand me, it'd be nice if I could get that working as well. I'll have to look into it a little bit more. That is something to definitely look into at some point. Enable DVR. Yeah, either or. I'll speak to see if I can find someone who does the multi-stream the same way that I do with its OBS add-on. So multiple output add-on. It's not yeah, it's not the restream, it's another one that I found is actually so much simpler in all honesty. It really is. But yes, Mr. T Miller, you're still here. And you got a 79.43. Congratulations. I think that's one of the things I read actually is with the I think it might be the fish one actually, is it wasn't putting out the comments back in chat. But for some reason, yeah, the Twitch one is just, the parachute one is just having so many problems. But yeah, congratulations, that's a good one, that is. What's changing my nose? We'll leave in about 15 minutes. Alright then. Cool, well I'll be jumping off in about 8, so yay, you made it all the way through. Yeah, but something funky has gone on with this thing. Shut down source when not visible. Let's deactivate that a minute. Control of audio using OBS. Let's try that. Let's try that. 30 frames to 60. I don't know if that would change anything. Read access through to OBS status information. Yeah, no idea. Not a Scooby-Doo. Not a Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Actually, while I think about it, let's have a look. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything regarding it over there. Ooh, stream weather. Overlay using channel points for Twitch. That's interesting. How do I add that? That's an interest. What if I can add that as well? Yeah, there's a stream weather one where it actually shows like snowing or raining over that the gameplay, for example. Oh, I wonder if that could be added as well. And then I assume whether icon pack available free here. How do you activate? I have to have a look into that, see if I can add that one, because that'd be kind of funky. Obviously, you could have rain, you could have heavy rain, hail, blossoms, snow, a blizzard, sunshine, lightning, rainbow, leaf. Oh, that's kind of cool. Now, if only. Oh, now there you go. It actually affected my monitor as well. I think it happens with Darius's kitty cat when he has the little kitty cat coming up and the frosty. It actually affects his screen as well. That would be kind of nice. Remember to PC resources. PC resources? What's PC resources? What did I miss? Remember your PC resources. It might take some memory. Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah. Yes. That's true. I have interest. What's my Taskmaster looking like at the minute, performance-wise? Let's get that running for a minute. I have no idea. I haven't. That's something I haven't looked at recently. Is obviously with everything running during a stream, how much is it actually using resource-wise? Obviously, my CPU, GPU, stuff like that, memory. Let's give it a minute just to run through before we disappear. Get an idea. So I think that should be long enough. So the CPU is currently running 22% of my 4 gigahertz. The memory, with everything running, oh, excuse me, I thought I was going to burp there for a minute, but I didn't. Memory is currently using 20.2 out of 79.9 gigabytes, which is about a quarter, basically, of my memory is being used at the minute. And then my GPU is running at 42%, but it's 70 degrees Celsius. I need to get that down. Dang. So yes, 41% roughly on the graphics card, but 20% on the CPU. Actually, that's not too bad, I don't think, is it? Temperature-wise, it is running on a bit high, I think. That could be a lot lower. May need to get more fans or something sorted out. Stop, stop, stop. There we go. But yeah, there we go. 70 is normal for the video? Okay. Okay, I thought it was. Yeah, 70, 71. But overall, that's not doing too badly, I don't think, on those settings. Obviously, I am running the game on the highest ultra settings or whatever it is, so yes, pushing it to its limits. And in all honesty, okay, I'm 26 over here, but I can get up to, what was it, 40 odd the other day, 45 I think it was, on other areas, so not bad. Also got to take into effect that, yeah, I'm streaming as well, so that's going to take maybe a few frames down as well. Yeah, I'm happy. I am. I'm happy with it. Now, obviously, when I start opening up the i3D in the editor, for example, yeah, that's where things really start struggling. Green beans. Oh crap, I was going to put green beans over there, wasn't I? Da, 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 da. Let's cut across here. I almost forgot the green beans. Too far. Green beans. There we go. That was my next field, wasn't it? This one here. Oh. Yeah, obviously what I will be doing is carry on with the planting and such. Hopefully I'll get most of it, if not all of it, done. But yeah, like I said, if I do get past the time of the tornado, or up to the time of the tornado, I will try and either save it so I can play it during the stream on Friday, because obviously it'll be my official first one in Farming Simulator 25. Yay! On an actual save game. So yeah, I gotta share that definitely. Let's go there, there, B, B. Let's deactivate that a sec. But yeah, if I can't get up that far, you never know. You might get a treat anyway. So yeah, you've looked at yours and it tops at 97. Really, jeez, that seems really high. That seems very, very high indeed. See, I would expect them to be, I don't know what, 40s, 50s sort of area. I wouldn't have thought they would go any much higher than that, in all honesty. But yes, I'm a noob when it comes to the computers and specs and stuff. Oh, wrong way, wrong way. Dang it. There we go. Lock that on. Wow. Oops. 40 to 50 is idle load. Okay. There we are. Helps if I get it the right way. I do not own that land, do I? Okay, I might have gone over a little bit too far then. I can get it when I come back down, that's fine. But yeah, anywho, we are going to be calling it there for today. So get your drops in very, very quickly. While I find someone to raid out to. Actually, I do need to fix the one on the starting screen, I think it is. Oh, Mr. T Miller just missed it. Hopefully she is live and ready to rock and roll. Yes, I have her right there. Let's bring her over. Yes, we are going to go see PJ, that's for sure. And let's adjust that so I can see what's going on. But anyway, guys, let's get over to the ending screen. Come on, get the last ones in. Come on, come on. Is Mr. Lars going to get there? Or is he not? No. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, just skimmed the top. But well done on PFs on that last one. 3302. Well done. So, guys, much appreciated for coming in. Thank you for all the sound alerts, the hydrates, all that. Much appreciated for the massive amount of stream streaks, especially for Mr. T Miller. You are an absolute star. Also, just remember, this Friday, update 10 is coming. And hopefully we'll be ready for it. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm ready for it yet, to be honest, but yeah. Anyway, we are going to go over and see PJ Trap23, who is playing the map. She seems to be hanging out in the wine factory quite a lot at the minute over there. PJ pushed him? I bet, yeah. Alright, let's get this raid underway. But yeah, if you do see Mr. Dashnet going live at any time, make sure to click on his link and go see him. It's great to see him that he's getting a little bit more of a chance to stream, that's for sure. But yeah, obviously that counts for any of the streamers in all honesty, so yeah. Definitely go over and check them when they are live. But yeah, I'm just waiting for this to finish ticking down, and we are out here now. See you Friday, guys. Bye for now.